tell you the truth. So if they tell you the truth, they messed up, don't punish them. And that holds until today. And these 3 kids are excellent students. They're all going to college now. They're very respectful to their family. Okay, and it doesn't take much. I'm not a smart person, but loyalty and truthfulness with your family is everything. And that's important. And you never rat out any of your family, and you never talk bad about your family to anybody outside your home. You know, sometimes the kids would say something, you know, say an unacceptable word, and I would turn around and tell them, that's funny, but not outside the home. Because they're going to think that your parents didn't bring you up right. Even though they did, and sometimes people just don't accept foul language, and you really don't want to be that foul with your family either. But what I'm saying is, you have to think. It's like people used to turn around and say, you know, I grew up in a major drug era, and I never did any drugs. And, you know, people say, well, why don't you do drugs? And my problem was that I thought that if I would get arrested for doing drugs, I wasn't afraid of getting addicted. And I'm not addicted to anything. And I would not want to get arrested for something stupid like a joint or something, and then people would look at my parents like they didn't bring up their kid right. So I just didn't do any drugs because I wasn't worried about me. I was a reflection of what would happen to my parents or what would people think. Well, people today don't respect their parents enough to think that way. And that's how everything starts to break down. If you're not worried about how your family would look if you do something wrong, and then you don't even respect yourself, why would anybody respect you? And then what happens, and people don't think when they're kids what they do could affect them for the rest of their life. So, you know, we have to teach that. And you're not going to get that in school. All you're going to get is who you're supposed to vote for, and it's getting too hot. Well, yeah, we have global warming every summer here. But it doesn't affect the environment. That's our environment. We live in a desert. So, you know, this whole thing, now they had to change it because, you know, we're getting too many snowstorms, so now they had to change it to climate change. Yeah. In New York, your climate changes every 4 months. Okay? But it's not because the earth is revolting against the people. Okay? These things happen. Cycles happen. Polar ice caps will melt, and the southern ice cap is getting bigger. Things change. So you got to watch on how people look at things, and they could turn around and twist it to make you believe what they want you to believe. So people should start complaining to sisters like, you got to, you know, your voice really matters. Okay? When you call a politician and you complain about something, that one phone call is like them getting 1,000 phone calls, because they figure one person is actually talking for 1,000. It's just the other people are afraid to make a call. That's why a lot of people are afraid to call into a radio show or a TV show or something, because they don't want to look like they don't know things. But this is a community radio. Your opinion means everything. You don't have to be the most educated people. I know some of the greatest people I ever knew never went to school. Okay, so school isn't everything. It's important for a job. Why do you think you have to have a high school diploma minimum to get a government job? Because a person without a high school diploma is a moron? No. Because it's money. It's money. They get paid from the federal government every time somebody goes to school that day. They get money. So they want you to have, I just saw something in a motor vehicle. You drop out of high school, they take your driver's license away. Are you kidding me? You're trying to tell me if a kid has to drop out of school because his father passed away and he has to go to work to help out his mother and his other siblings, he's not going to have a driver's license to go do that job because he dropped out of school? There's a lot of reasons. People don't drop out of school because they're stupid. People drop out of school because sometimes they have to. Do you ever think of that? Motor vehicle, a state. Drop out of school, you lose your driver's license. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I know a lot of people who never finished high school that are millionaires. Okay? Didn't stop them. That high school diploma didn't stop them from making money. And what is a high school diploma worth today? I'm not telling anybody to jump out of school and go to work. Don't get me wrong. But a high school diploma, a role of shaman, has more value than a high school diploma. Unless you want to get a government job. But even if you don't have that high school diploma, if you're a progressive, you'll get the government job anyway. So, I'm telling you, a constitution, a person who believes in the Constitution is under attack every day. Their lifestyle is under attack every day. And we need to stand together. I'm not talking about having a fight with somebody or picking a fight with anybody, but it's time that you realize the people that are telling you what to do are not always correct. That's why don't listen to me. Do your own research. Okay? Guy that owns Virgin Corporation, Virgin Airlines, Virgin Communications, shooting rockets up in the air. Never finished high school. What, Branson is his last name? Owns the Hard Rock Hotel. Never finished high school. He don't need a government job. Okay, high school's not teaching you one anyway. When I went to school, okay, and my brother went to school in the 50s and 60s, we got a better education back then than the kids are getting today all the way through high school. My grandparents, when they went to school in Italy, and they turned around and went to school up to the 4th and 5th grade, it's like a college education today. If you look at a test that were back in the 1800s in school, you look at that thing, you can't even figure out what they're talking about. And these are high school and college graduates. The education level has dropped so low that they're dumbing us down. So you listen to people of power. And that's what the problem is. That's what the problem with the town board was. Who? Anything the town board said in this, these people worshipped what they said. They were manipulating you. That's why we don't need another town board. I heard a rumor today that they're trying to bring the town board back and try to incorporate again. How many times are we going to do that? Okay, I guess you had enough of me today. So let's listen to a little bit of music, and right after this will be Lazy Dog's rerun from Wednesday. And I hope everybody has a great and safe week. God bless everybody. Good night.
Ministry of Truth.
Yeah. The Ministry of Truth. That's the sheriff. That's Sharon Worley. She's the Minister of Truth.